Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. My name is Brenton, and I sincerely apologize that there was no episode last week. The week was a little bit busy, got completely swept away and lost in the craziness that was last week. So I just want to apologize that an episode didn't happen this week. However, to make up for it, I'm going to make this episode a little bit longer than usual, or what the episodes have been usually in the past couple of weeks, especially because this is, if I am not mistaken, episode 40, which, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're at episode 40. This is just absolutely insane. But last time we traversed through Cutter's Cry, another random little dungeon that you can do at level 38, and we took out the chimera that was there and just kind of brought a little bit more peace to Thanalan. Today, we are primarily going to focus on the main scenario quest. There is going to be a huge chunk of questing that we do need to get through in the next little bit, so there's going to be lots of reading from me, lots of stuff about to happen, and so without further ado, let us go ahead and speak to Y'shtola and begin the quest. All good things. Y'shtola is keen to discuss your next task. So it is time to figure out what it is that we are going to do next now that we have taken care of Titan. The word will have already reached Maelstrom Command. Protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Scout. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Alright. Looks like we're gonna make our way back to Limsa Lominsa. And dang, we are super far out there. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep talking because I don't need to cut away to us going to speak to one of the commanders over at the Maelstrom, especially since we are already here. Let's go ahead and get over to the Ath Castle, which I believe is the closest Aetheryte shard in the city. Yeah, I'm right. Because the Maelstrom is just right over here in its own little tower. Is Y'shtola already here? Doesn't look like it. Thank you for coming, Scout. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit, and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly, and there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The people of Limsa Lominsa are forever in your debt. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Scout, this has been Philia. Y'shtola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Y'shtola emerged from Olgamoro unscathed. Why, Tataru and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be waiting your return in the Waking Sands. There's much to discuss. Godspeed. Wonderful. Let us return to the Waking Sands, and we shall learn what is next to come, and we can get out of this rain. It has been raining in Lenosha a crazy amount every time that I've turned on this game. But anyway, I will meet you all at the Waking Sand, so you don't have to watch me run all the way there. I'll see you cuties in a second. Alright, my lovelies, I am back, and if you'll noticed here, there are a couple of frightened people right outside the Waking Sands, which is a little unusual. So let's see what's going on. Tataru's not here to greet us as usual. That's not a super good sign. Maybe she's going to be a part of the meeting we're about to go into. So let's see what's going on. The lights are off, which is super bad, and there's a lot of people, like, what happened? Holy crap. Holy crap. I actually never walked into this room my first time through, but oh my gosh, Riol is fallen as well? Holy shit. That is actually kind of eerie. Shoot. Neuroxia, oh my gosh. This one is glad. Walking one is safe.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heavens he is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself, on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
No!
Conditions of surrender denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Walking when Minfilia asked this one too. In case Walking One returned, this one was to say, at church in Eastern Thanalan, Walking One must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking One, Minfilia, from Imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. Oh, my heartstrings. Oh my gosh, that was harder the second time to watch that. Ugh. Ugh. I'm really sad right now. Like, I'm trying to hold back tears. Good God. Okay, let's just go to Camp Drybone. Let's seek shelter at the Church of Saint Amata Landama. That is a mouthful. Oh my gosh, and it's raining too. Way to set the mood, game. Oh my gosh, I hated that. I hated every little moment of what I just watched. How did I get through this? How have I been getting through this game? Damn it, Square. The way that you can tug at heartstrings the way you do. Okay, well, to try and put things on a happier note, another thing I forgot to mention in my intro is that before the start of episode 39, I went and I took care of some of my hunting log in places that we have been to before, and then places that we haven't been to, I have saved until we have come across those areas. Just because we are getting close to level 40, and in order to get to rank 5 of the hunting log, we need to complete rank 4 and hit level 40. So I just wanted to get this taken care of. So I just wanted to make you aware that I have been taking care of my hunting log off screen. Okay, but now, just to get the show on the road again. Oh, my poor heart. And I'm shaking too. I'm so sad right now. Is something troubling you, my son? You have the look of one who has endured great suffering. If there's anything I can do to help, anything at all, you only need ask. I have not sinned. The wild roses are dead, father, and I know not what to do. The wild roses, I see. You may speak freely here. We are all friends of the Scions. How could this have happened? And you are certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garleans? Let us pray no further harm comes to them. You must stay here for as long as you wish. It is the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well, I do recall the day of our first meeting. I swore then to do everything in my power to support her, and will gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sisters Scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Marquise, will you come here for a moment? Yes, father. If you require assistance, pray speak with Marquise. He is a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. I should explain. Marquise is a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll upon his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marquise, I want you to look after Scout. Do you understand? Yes, father. You can't take it with you. Marquise has a personal request to make of you. So before we go any further, I do want to say that this is where because I mean, we are approaching the max level of A Realm Reborn. I'm not going to say that we're towards the end of the patch 2.0 story, because this is only a level 35 quest, but we are going to be rapidly approaching it, and this is where the story starts to take a really, really good turn. So buckle in, boys and girls, because pretty much going to streamline straight to it. Marquise has a personal request to make of you. Excuse me, Scout, do you have a moment? It concerns this broken horologe which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There is something familiar about it, but just what I cannot say. Perhaps if I could tinker with the device, it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I would ask you to journey to Old Daw on my steed to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of noodle-nosed pincers. If you are willing to do this, please note that, as your uncommon tools, you may need to visit the Goldsmiths Guild and browse the markets in order to find them. Alright, back to Old Daw we go. And we'll just return because that's a lot easier than trifling through the what's it called? The teleport menu. Okay, so we need to go to the Steps of Thal pretty much. Well, let's just go to the guild. Let's just go to the Goldsmiths Guild first, because that is one of the places that he mentioned. Make it nice and quick on us, and then we'll figure out where the other place we need to go is. Goldsmiths Guild. There we go. Perfect. I'm guessing we need to speak... Oh no, we're not going to speak with the guild master. We'll speak to this lad right here. Bullpoint chisel? Why, yes, we happen to have a surplus of that particular tool. By all means, take one if you so desire. An odd request, if you don't mind me saying. It has a very limited number of applications. No worries, just need to grab and go. And then the other one we need to go to is the markets. So we'll just head over to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange next, it looks like. Sapphire Avenue Exchange, there we go. And then we just need to go speak. Oh, look, it's you! I wonder what he would say now that we've completed Cutter's Cry. Times change more quickly. I would speak most untruly if I said I didn't recognize much of yours these days. Now that here I am now, an old soldier. I've missed my death and much. Okay, so he doesn't say anything about the truth. We know about how he pretty much, like, hid the bodies of his dead comrades to ignore the Chimera. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning... My word, did you say needle-nose pincers? You must be a skilled craftsman indeed. Please take this pair as a gift. By the by, do you have representation here in the exchange? If not, I would be most interested in discussing a partnership. Okay, Maybe on another occasion, let's go ahead and head back to Camp Drybone and deliver the tools to Marquise so that he can fiddle around with that item he found on one of the deceased. And I think it's the deceased from the Waking Sands, if I remember correctly. Because I think this is like one of the only places the dead can be buried in Thanalan, like the only graveyard in all the country. I can't, which kind of begs to ask if there are like graveyards specific to the other countries in Eorzea, but I guess that's just for thinking for now. Have you brought the tools I requested? I sure did. Here you go, sir. Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands. My hands, they moved with a mind of their own. Deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty. I knew exactly what to do, as though I had performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, Scout. This was a mistake. Please give the horologe to Sister Elenid. The man who once owned it is currently in her care, and I think it's best that it be returned to him. No problem. I am glad to have helped you in some way. Oh, there's another main scenario quest right here with a little elbow grease. Huh. Okay. I did not know that this was here, and it doesn't look like there's... Oh, I could use this belt probably. Let me take a look at mine. Yeah, I could definitely use that belt. Okay, well, let me go ahead and pick this up so that way I can just start it immediately after I talk to Elenid. So, with a little elbow grease. Edward appears to be toying with a defective device of some sort. Ah, just my luck. I scavenged this here oven, thinking it could be used to make myself hot meals. But it looks to be in a bad way. Lots of dents, a few holes even. Hey, you're pretty well traveled, ain't ye? Ever seen one of these before? Or better yet, know how to fix it? No? Bah. Wait, I know who you ought to ask. Mind showing this oven to Marquise for me? He repaired a clockwork toy I found once, so maybe he can do something about it. Yeah, no problem, dude. Let me just go deliver this item first, and then I'll go talk to Marquise again. Good morrow to you, sir. Have you come to pay your respects to this man? I'm here to return his item. Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time? Mayhap there are common in Garlemald. I am given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. Marquise said that it belonged to the deceased? Oh dear. You don't suppose that the owner might have been a Gurlian spy? It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But mayhap more importantly, how did Marquise manage to repair this device? I knew he had a talent for trades, but this goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. Interesting. Let's go ahead and speak to Marquise about this oven. There you go. Is there something I can do for you? Yeah, take a look at this. This is an alchemist's alembic. You see the boy wishes to use it for cooking? I suppose it would be possible were I to make some modifications, but I would need a bronze ornament hammer to do so. Can you bring me one, Scout? You need only go so far as Camp Drybone to find a merchant who sells these tools. Well, I don't have to go back to Old Oz, so that is just fine with me. Let me just head back down the hill here and get the tool that you requested. Oh my gosh, it finally stopped raining. So much rain. I mean, I'm glad the mood was set after what happened, or what has been happening, but I need a little sunshine. Okay, so who... So I need to speak to a merchant. Nothing here. Crap, it doesn't like specifically say who I need to talk to. It just says deliver a bronze ornamental hammer. Okay, nope, that is not where I want to go. Well, shoot, I feel a little out of my element all of a sudden. I can't... There's a shopkeep here. Let's see if you have anything. No, just food for this adorable little restaurant. Let's see here. Anything in here somebody can talk to? A merchant and a mender. Purchase tools. Bronze ornamental hammer. I am okay with purchasing that for you, sir. Sweet. Do I need to mend it all either? Yeah, you know what? Why not? I'll go ahead and repair my gear while I am at it. And let's get on our fatter cat and make our way back up the marquise, give him that hammer. Up, up, and away we go. Okay. Here you go, sir. I obtained what you need. I can convert the alembic into a makeshift oven, but only once you have brought me that hammer. Yes, yes, I know. Here you go. Thank you, Scout. I shan't make more than a day, I believe. It's strange. I know I must have learned these skills long ago, but I haven't the foggiest when and where that was. That is okay, sir. I'm just glad you were able to help us out. Let's go ahead and put this belt on. And it looks like the next quest is out here. A tall drink of Aqua de Sol. I'll come would like to offer succor to the priest of the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Excuse me, Scout. You don't know me, but I have observed you assisting the priests with their work. I too would like to offer the succor I might. Since tending to the lich yard in this heat, I can quickly sap one's energies. Perhaps a restorative drink made to combat fatigue would be ideal. Of course, Aqua del Sol. That surely do the trick. To make it, I would need a freshly cut Brazo del Sol. I not the skill at arms to slay a wild Sabotender del Sol, but you do, so you need only go as far as the spring east of Camp Drybone. The beasts there are often sighted in that vicinity. If you brought me one of their arms, I can make enough Aqua del Sol for everyone. Okay, not a problem. More than happy to do that. Let's go ahead and make our way to that spring, which is yeah, it's not too far away from the camp, like they mentioned. Plus, it feels good to be doing these tasks because it takes our mind off of what has happened, and I have an inkling. Well, I mean, I know where this is going, of course, but I have an inkling that this will help us and aid us in what we're trying to do next. I mean, ultimately, we're going to help Minfilia. We're not just going to leave her to the demise of the Garleans. Alright, let's go ahead and take your cute little face out. Oh, that 1,000 needles is gonna hit me. Holy crap, that really hit me. I am not standing in that again. Good lord! I didn't realize that was gonna hit me so hard. Let's just go deliver this arm. And get this Aqua del Sol made for everybody at the church. Good lord. 1,000 needles does not do small amounts of damage. It means business. Good lord. I really like this mount too. Okay. Here's your arm I almost literally died for. Have you considered my request, Scout? I never imagined you would return so quickly. Thank you so much. This is incredibly simple beverage to prepare if you would wait but one moment. There. This should serve as a sample of... Wait, don't drink it. I mean, I was hoping you might give the first glass to Marquise on my behalf. Of course I intend to provide everyone with a glass eventually. It's just that Marquise is so... He's such a hard worker, don't you think? Damn, girl, you didn't even be so rude about it. Maybe I deserve a drink too. Well, let's go ahead and give it to Marquise. Oh, Scout, what is it? Here is a delicious cup of Aqua del Sol. For me, thank you. Was it perhaps the girl who... No, it couldn't have been her. I appreciate Elcom's kind gesture, but Father Illudid is in far greater need of this juice. He places great strain on his body and soul, yet he continues to neglect his health. Okay, bringing out the dead. So, okay, we're going to talk to Elenud next, it looks like. Anything for me? Yes, it looks like these shoes will do nicely. Sister Elenud is staring at you with great sadness in her eyes. I recognize you now, Scout. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost your lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the Waking Sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. Speak with the merchant outside the Waking Sands. Oh my gosh. I don't want to run all this, but it looks like that is what I'm going to do. So, back to the Waking Sands we go. Ugh, and you know what? I'm not sure I want to go back to the Waking Sands. Having to relive that moment for a second time was horrendous. Like, oh my gosh. Like, poor little Neroxia just... Like, she joined the Scions of the Seventh Dawn with such great fervor and courage because of the deeds and the great duties that we did for her village, for her people, and just looking up to us and knowing that we were such a great hero willing to risk her lives. So it's just painful to even begin to imagine that she stood in front of Minfilia to protect her because of what we did to possess in her heart such great fervor and strength. It really makes me sad. Eh? You don't look like one of them church fellas. Not I'll turn you away, no sir. As you can see, we've got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lynch yard they go. Be thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. It was the stuff of nightmares, I'll tell you. God's damn Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they had with these folk, but I sure as hells don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I seen you around here before, or do you just have one of them faces? Nah, never mind. Any road, there's a carriage come to haul those bodies to the lynch yard, out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I have the mind to leave the remainder to you. Might want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folk are starting to turn. That's just so sad. Neuroxia is a part of them. And I did see what happened in there. I was the one who found them all. Damn it. We are lucky that this game is rated teen and the minimal, there's pretty much no gore. I can only imagine what this game would look like rated mature. Alright, let's take them to the carriage. I'll just run on over real fast. What happened to the big fella? Forget it. Just bring the next batch and toss them in the back. Ain't like they're complaining if you're rough. That is horrible. Ain't you a strong one? 4 in 1 trip. Reckon there's no need for me to lend a hand you with... Wow. I'm just not even going to remotely try to read that sentence. I already hate what I'm doing, so... essentially, we're just doing this all by ourselves, because you are a jerk, sir. Alright. Time to take Neuroxia with us, then. I feel so bad for these people. Alright. Let's head back to the carriage and subsequently the church to lay them to rest. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. You are so rude. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take long to deliver all the corpses to the lynch yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. I'm so sorry, Neuroxia. I will see you back at the church. We'll make sure that you get a proper burial, my friend. Okay. For a second I thought I was running back to the Waking Sands. I got so confused in my head. But let's get up to the church and let Eloned know that they are on their way, and we will be able to take care of a proper burial here soon. I see you've decided to heed my advice. I prayed that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago and began preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them the Fell's realm. Thank you. I'm not crying, you all are crying, and I legit have something in my eye. God almighty. Okay. Super, I'm not gonna like how these shoes look, but I will be sure to... I'll be sure to change them when I get a chance. The Warden works in mysterious ways. Sister Eloned has some difficult news to share with you. There is one thing I regret to inform you. Though we wish to inter your comrades on church grounds, the number of fallen Scions far exceeded our estimates. After discussing the matter with Father Illuited, we have concluded that we have no choice but to bury the dead in the same plots as those who perished in the calamity. That is okay. Please forgive us, we do not wish to dishonor the memory of the fallen, but as caretakers of the lynch yard, these are the realities we must face. Scout, what befell your order was an unforgivable crime. If you would have these villains brought to justice, consider making a pilgrimage to the Mark of the Warden. Though I do not follow the teachings of Azima, it is said that to offer prayers before her mark is to invoke her divine judgment. Regardless of your faith, mayhap it would be worth the effort. Okay, well, that's fine. They're making it sound... Holy crap, I have to go all the way out there? Fine. This is for my fallen brethren. I shouldn't complain too much, even though I'm complaining. And it's not too far away, it's just littered in an area that the Yomalja have now considered home. So I'm going to be running through an area. Hopefully, like, it's just all the aggro I'm going to consume on my way out there. Okay, I gotta go around here then. There we go. There we go. Goodness plants. Okay. So hopefully I don't pull too much aggro, or they're the same level as these billy goats. Oh, I went the wrong way. Seriously? Oh, my Lanta. Okay, well, hopefully everything is still the same level as I run through this encampment they've created, because I really don't want to deal with a bunch of just people attacking me all at once. Yeah, I'm not going to pull aggro in these guys. I am in the clear, though I don't want to risk anything. Okay, so I need to keep going this way, and there's not as many as I thought there were going to be either. So not as bad as I thought. There's actually more earth sprites than anything as we're making our way to... Oh, and a bunch of fireflies. How adorable. Okay. Mark of the Warden. As you kneel before the Mark of the Warden in a moment of quiet solitude, you breathe deep of the dry desert air. The roar of the rushing waters is punctuated by the faint chirping of violcan and the shrill cries of a hawk. The gods, however, remain silent. Okay, I am totally not running all the way back over there. I am totally fine spending 70 gil just to teleport a little closer to Elenud so I can get the ball rolling on this quest. Because that was a much longer run than I wanted. Okay, Inton, carry me back up the hill. Man, I love this like chocobo name that I gave my chocobo. And it's been so long too since we've gotten our chocobo that for those who are just joining us now, its name is Inton, and it's actually my nickname at work. So I honored one of my supervisors who actually recently just got married, because she's the one who calls it to me the most, and, well, it's grown on me. You have honored the dead with your pilgrimage, Scout. Even if Azema did not hear your prayers, I believe that they provided comfort to your fallen brethren. Remember that although the body is but a vessel that must one day be surrendered to the life stream, our soul shall endure the righteous, and the righteous shall find solace in Fel's realm. Okay, let us keep going. Bury me not in the lone prairie. Sister Elenud wishes to discuss one of the Scions who perished at the Waking Sands. Although we can perform rites for most Scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. I think that is a fantastic idea, though I'm not going to lie, not entirely sure how they're going to receive me with a befallen Neuroxia. So get ready for some waterworks, because I have a feeling that is what I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. Especially since this is cloudy and sad and dreary. Oh man, I do not look forward to this at all. Alright, Camuxio. I am super sorry. This one is surprised to see Walking One a little solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Neuroxia? But this one does not understand. Camuxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know that this one has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned a little solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Neuroxia? How did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. So, not only Neuroxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuroxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuroxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuroxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuroxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Neuroxia home, Walking One. This one also wishes to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones will not have Neuroxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. Alright, back to Camp Drybone we go. That was not as bad as I expected it to be. No tears yet. Alright. Back up this hill we go. All of this is just so heavy. So heavy and sad. We thank you for your service to the church and to the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we interred the remaining Scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I will remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Scout. Alright, it looks like our next quest is here inside the church. Eyes on me. Marquise believes that he is being watched. I'm not imagining it, Scout. I know I'm being watched. No, not the girl. I know about her. No, this is different. Sinister. As if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I feel it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Yeah, sure thing, man. I have no issue with doing that for you. You've already done so much for us. Or at least for me, in like the short period of time that I have come to know you. Okay. So the destination's down there. Can I jump this fence? Oh, wow. Hrothgar got jump. What the heck? What is an Imperial soldier doing out here? Alright. Sorry, it's time just to burn this asshole down. Almost there. One more fire should do it. Alright. Well, we can let Marquise know that we have taken care of the Imperial soldier who apparently has been, like, watching him. Like, what does the Garlean Empire need with a man of religion, honestly? You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it, he was watching me. But why was he watching me? I know. Good question to ask. But what did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Illwyd must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend, that such a thing could happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who the man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? The fact that he was an Imperial soldier? This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquise was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you? Alfino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the 3 city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Cid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Cid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
Yep, my lovelies. This is a super, super fun reveal. What we have here is, in my opinion, the birth of some of the greatest character development I have ever seen in a video game character, which will be seen in Alphino for a long majority of this game. So it starts here and now. Get ready to see this dude just grow more than I've seen any person in reality grow. And we get to be in forces and in, battle comrades with such an amazing person, Cid Garland. This is where the story starts to get really, really, really good. So we got a lot ahead of us going forward. I am trying to think. So the next quest is He Who Waited Behind. Let's see here. Okay. So just based on where I'm at with this recording, and luckily where I was able to end, I want to keep going. I want to keep the story moving forward. However, this actually is a really, really good place to stop. And I did keep true to my promise. This video is longer than what the previous episodes have been. This is truly a really, really, really good place to end this episode off here. So we got some exciting storytelling coming our way, my lovelies. I truly and honestly promise you. Next week, we will continue on in our attempts to find an airship. And it looks like we now have the threat of Garuda on our shoulders that we need to eradicate as soon as possible. My lovelies, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up, as it does truly help me out. And don't forget to subscribe so that way you can see next week's episode. Thank you again for watching. My name is Brenton, and I'll catch you all next week for more Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And I will see you all then. Bye!